I'm cold, but I'm fine. I'm bundled. I'm cozy. I'm cozy. My fingers hurt on one of my hand. For an undisclosed reason. It's gonna be funny if hurt fingers prevent me from being good at video games. Is that a possibility? I don't know. I didn't consider this. I did not consider things, so that might be on me. That might be on me. We're here to play Pyre. I'm going to say hopefully our second to last stream of Pyre, but maybe our third to last. I don't think we're finishing Pyre tonight. Don't think. But, like I said, I'm pretty committed to finishing Pyre this week at some point, whether that makes it have to be, whether that's, Friday night or Saturday. One of those. In we go. Let's just continue. Let's see how much we can get done tonight. Where was I? What were we doing? Let's take a look, see. Okay. Oh, I forgot to... I need to make a note of something for me to do off stream. Sorry. Very unprofessional of me. Okay. Had to make sure. I remembered that before I got into all this. Or where did I leave myself? Are we heading towards... You sense Jodariel shall gain favor from the scribes. Chizo. Let's go Jodariel. Jodariel. Are we heading to a finale? Or not a finale, but a liberation, right? Is that what they're called? En route to the mountaintop, you pass by a monument to Lu Sklorian. Jodariel happens to take notice. You scribes are quite predictable. The other were naive to think our opportunities at freedom were indefinite. So now we have to make the most of every chance, is that not so? Fail to see how this is any different than before. Soon she has finished paying her respects. As you prepare to continue your ascent, you sense that Lusglorian has shown her favor. Because if we're at a final match, then yeah, we want to boost her up. Because she's going to be playing and attempting the win, right? That's my strat, I think. You and your fellow exiles gather at the foot of Scribe's Gate before an archway carved of stone where stands the Gate Guardian. Greetings to you, Celeste. I see the exiles of the Nightwings have returned, even as the cycle of the rites begins drawing to a close. The Nightwings accept this as the will of the scribes. The Gate Guardian laughs at this softly for some reason. Ow! I just hit my knuckle on the table, on my desk. Ow! Oh! Ow, fuck, dude. Ow. And you, Tariq, do you accept their will as well? But the lone minstrel does not answer her. It is no matter. Now, Nightwings, each of you come forth and state what it is you seek whilst crossing Scribe's Gate. One by one, the Nightwings declare themselves. You all pass through as before. When Volfred takes his turn, Celeste stops him. You. I see you wear the raiments once again. Explain. The cycle of the rites is ending. Well, I do not know exactly why. I have my fears. One of my contemporaries, he who fell from the summit long ago, he lives and seeks his liberty again. He stands against us now and believes his triumvirate will be the true Nightwings. I remember well the contemporary whom you mean. Then, the Nightwings stand divided. Yes, and so I wear the raiments once again in case that it may help to right this wrong. For I am Volfred Sandalwood, and and I seek liberty for each of us so that one day we all might stand shoulder to shoulder on the other side and bring our freedom to the people there. She considers Wolfred's words for a moment. I see. Then move along. The guardian of Scribesgate regards you all, and then she beckons you onward. The 8 scribes bid the Nightwings welcome. Go forth with glory. Celeste? What is it, Tariq? The will of the scribes. Long have we both followed it. I think you would agree. In equal measure has it drawn us close as separated. Separated. But if their aim now is to keep us apart for another age or longer, then no, I do not accept their will. You blaspheme. Blasphemy. Tariq, and at the gate no less. But the lone minstrel simply puts his hat back on. Then may the scribes themselves admonish me until tomorrow night, Celeste. Damn. Things getting serious. Things getting interesting. Things getting... dire? Having reached the peak of Mount Aladio again, you see the vastness of the downside all around you. It leaves you deep in thought regarding which of your companions ought go free this night, as Hedwyn did the last time. Oh, I know who's leaving us. Oh. Wolfred looks up as you approach and smiles. Never thought I would say such things, my boy, but it's good to wear the raiments and the rights once more. The march of time does have a way of healing certain hurts. Besides, the Nightwings of today are a very different beast than the Triumvirate which took me in almost a decade ago. Ours was a Triumvirate of exactly 3. Well, 4 with Tizo, who proved to be an exception, though historically the Nightwings never took on more exiles than needed. I have mentioned my predecessor, Brighton, and my former companions, Arisa and Oralek. Perhaps naively, I had hoped my time with them would not be relevant directly to what we now attempt. But, seeing as our stories are now intertwined, do let me know if there is more you wish to learn of them. Brighton. You inquire about Brighton, who you understand was liberated prior to when Wolfred first joined the Nightwings. I never met Brighton in person, but I know him rather well by now, though, for that matter, my boy. So do you. He studies your reaction for a moment, then... Brighton was born wealthy, but not special. Otherwise, you would have no reason to have heard of him. He was exiled for negligent misconduct. Do not know exactly why, but do not care for spreading rumors. I first heard of him through Arisa and Oralek, who found in me a suitable replacement following his liberation. They spoke little of him. Oralek gave the impression they did not see eye to eye, but he assured me I soon would hear from him myself. Indeed, as I became accustomed to the book, which you all know well by now, I soon began to hear the voice. Wolfred looks at you as if to see if you're yet to take his meaning. You see, my boy, after Brighton's liberation, he assumed a new identity within the Commonwealth, and a new responsibility to the Triumvirate which liberated him. That voice you hear from time to time, whensoever the stars align, it's his. He's no longer Brighton. He is now none other than the Archjustice Androblus the Ninth himself, the Grand Judge and figurehead under which the Commonwealth is governed to this day. Liberated exiles retain certain burdens to their old triumphants. They have much to thank for them, not just their freedom, but their exalted status in the Commonwealth. The theocratic rulers of the Commonwealth, they do not wear masks and raiment simply for the sake of ceremony. They are not who they appear to be. Their public pasts are nothing but a fabrication. Like Brighton, they once were exiles too. Brighton, that voice, he has no love for either one of us by now. He knows full well what we attempt to do. Yet, he is bound by the traditions of the rites. He shall always stand on ceremony and complain. But I think he knows deep down that he is powerless. How ironic that one of such status in the Commonwealth should be frightened of such long-forgotten exiles such as we. Anyway, that's Brighton for you. He must have seen in you the potential to be one of his staunch supporters for a time. If that's a path you'd wanted to pursue, I should apologize. Now then, whom else should we talk about? Might as well go the full group. You ask about Arisa, who you understand betrayed Oralek at the moment of his liberation, but then perished in the Shimmer Pool. I'm afraid you know the brunt of it, my boy, but I suppose you ought to know something of Arisa's past, lest you be quick to judge her solely by her actions. Mind you, I would never take excuses for the terrible choice she ultimately made, but her life, I understand, was very difficult. Arisa had been exiled for the foulest of acts. You could see it plainly branded on her face. Such was the heinousness of what she did in the eyes of the Commonwealth. She was an apprentice blacksmith in her youth, taking up the post left by her brother. He had fallen in battle on the blood border despite wielding their father's own lance and armor. Her father never quite recovered after this, and had grown cruel and detached. It was Arisa who took the brunt of his fury. He expected the impossible of her. One day it was all too much for her, so when next he lashed out at her, she struck back. Struck back again and again and again. When they came for her, her father was gone, and she was not herself. She was promptly cast into the downside for the crime, where her hatred for the Commonwealth only grew. Arisa always was intense in her demeanor, haunted by her father's memory. More than that, her chief motive for wanting back her freedom was, in hindsight, not a healthy one. She longed to join our nation's enemies, to build for the High-Wing remnants a great siege engine that could shatter the defenses of the Commonwealth and forever end our feud. What she ultimately did for Oralek, it was an act of pure and thoughtless desperation. Do not think that it was simply evil, nor do I think it was personal. I often wondered, though, if, in her final moments in the Shimmer Pool, she understood what she had done, and the depths to which she had fallen. For years, I must admit, I hated her, but now, my only hope is that she found a peace untenable during her relatively short life in the downside in the Commonwealth. Furthermore, I hope the life of Arisa offers some perspective yet to those of us who have not made the same mistakes. Now then, was there something else? I'll just complete the trilogy here. You ask what Oralek was like when he and Volfred first became acquainted. Volfred remained silent for some time. I was very, very sick, you know, when I first landed in the downside. A long trip down the river must have been a little much for me. It was Oralek who found me. He could not have known of my capacity to read before he revived me. He was a physician, intolerant of the sight of suffering of any kind. Not just any physician, mind you, a gifted, highly decorated one. He served on the front. Back then, skirmishes erupted frequently, and those such as Oralek, they had to deal with many casualties on either side. In time, he said he grew repulsed by what he saw. This sowed in his heart a yearning for an end to all the bloodshed, so he tried to use his status to negotiate a treaty with the High-Wing remnants. It must have gone about how you'd expect. He was given direct orders to return to the front, but when he refused to soil his hands again, they cast him to the downside. Here, he gained the notice of the Nightwings, and before long, he grew to be one of the finest rights conductors anyone had ever seen. He was instrumental in the liberation of his companions, whose roles in the Triumvirate were later filled by Arisa and me. In time, Oralek's own opportunity for freedom had come up. He longed for it, so that, with his exalted status, he might stand a better chance of negotiating peace. However, on the evening of his liberation, well, you know the story from that point. Volfred breathes a heavy sigh. He and I were kindred spirits for a while, could not bear to think that he was gone, and now, I still cannot entirely believe that he's back. He is our adversary now, transformed, grown cold. Still, part of me is happy that he lives. Make no mistake, of course, I shall not be swayed against our plan, not by Oralek, or anyone. As I've said before, we share a higher calling now. As for Oralek, he wants his freedom still, although I wonder if he still remembers why. Anyway, was there something else, my boy? No. You bid Volfred a good afternoon and leave him with his memories. My pleasure, reader. Reflecting on the past from time to time helps demonstrate how far we've come, yet how much farther we have yet to go. Okie dokie. Hey guys, so like, I don't know what's going on up there with all them stars all acting real weird and stuff, but let me tell you something here. You ain't gonna find a better deal on all this stuff from anybody. I mean, anybody in the downside. You can trust me when I tell you that, okay? So go ahead, stock up. Buy my shit. I'm again quite money poor. Who's someone that could have their dealy bob ranked up here? That seems good to me. While flying, after dousing, instantly turn and deals. That's pretty good. +4. +4. Bertrude. That's max rank, isn't it? Yeah. Who gets jumps further than usual? +4. We'll take it. Thanks, guys. Good luck in that thing you're going to tonight. Once more you've gained the fall of Solium, where one among you may go free. But first you shall have to prevail against the dissidents in the liberation rite. Reader, your companions are gathered there, under the fall. They shall be counting on you. Indeed, as the cycle of the rites turns ever faster, so too is our plan set in motion. My agents in the Commonwealth are beginning to cause a bit of a stir out there, and word has reached high places that the rites are ending. This is our chance, but let us not despair should victory elude us here. We shall make the most of whatever the scribes may have in store for us. That is to say, good luck, my boy. It's time. And we're gonna win! No losing! Your adversary's pyre shall recover up to 5 each time they douse your pyre. Oh. No, I don't need it. Again, who am I trying to impress, huh? Definitely not myself.
Once more, the Nightwings.
All right, Jodariel is our. It's gonna be sad to lose her, for sure.
Even as the stars themselves abandon you.
For
Make good upon these
sure.
Final opportunities, reader. This glorious age-old tradition coming to an end upon your watch.
But she deserves to go.
Dissidents, your adversaries shall not throw away this chance. Choose now who may go free, should they unfortunately fail.
Pyres burn and each of the triumphants is present prepared. I concur. Pyres burn and each of the triumphants is present and prepared. Then anointed one of the descendants, come forth now and declare yourself and pay any respect you have unto your adversaries, the Nightwings. Barker bursts out from some hidden corner, laughing as he paws at his mask. A real pleasure to be here, mates. Truly, Barker Ashpaws. Call me Barker, though. All right. Bye-bye. It was a real pisser getting you know. Begging your pardon, Barker Ashpaws. You thusly speak upon the summit of the sacred mountain. Oh my, so terribly sorry to offend you there, lassie. I forgot we got the stars above up there to make me watch my language. Though, let's get one thing straight, lassie. I don't give a bother for your sacred mountain, so you take it and you shove it. Me and my pack, we're here just for the last. You got that? The lofts. The leather side ain't any better than this one. We ain't interested in your freedom. But just the same, we're gonna get it. Take it from those wee little babies. Babes, they're so antsy for it. Hear that, you Nightwings? You better put up a good fight here, or I ain't gonna be happy. I don't know where this voice is transforming to, understand? Then he shoves his mask back on. Right, come on then. Let's hurry up and get this damn thing started. Alright. Nightwings, your decision. On whose behalf you shall conduct the liberation rite. Reader, I would ask you choose wisely, but I'm sure you know no other way. And you, prepare your song, Tariq. Of course, Celeste.
Whom do you intend to liberate?
Jodaria. If that's your wish.
Who shall be at her side?
Alright. Alright. It's gonna be, Tizo. Tizo. Skrak. And part of me wants to pick Tree Guy because he's like a good balanced third. Picking her would also make a bit of sense. Let us prevail on this night for you, Jodariel, and for the good of our ailing nation.
It is done.
Alright then, mates. No more waiting, no more holding back, and let us rip them shreds. Let's go, let's go, let's go! Let's beat them up.
Commence.
No way. Okay, that was pretty good. That was good on them. Oh my god. Okay, they're going, they're... quite offensive. But I'm fine, I'm fine. Get out of here. No, I was trying to... Fuck, make sure that didn't happen. God. Okay, we gotta lock in. What in the... Alright, mate, something's gone funny with that orb, I can tell. Better laugh it up while you still can, eh? Indeed, something strange seems to have happened to the celestial orb. Shudders now as though possessed of the same chaotic power as your adversaries. What? What do you mean by that, huh? Get out of here. Hiya! Jizo can just run, dude. His stamina, I think he can run infinitely. That's not the button I meant to press. Damn it. That sucks. That's not what I meant to do. Damn it. Really? Fuck! Ugh! Get it together, Austin. Whoa! No way! All three of us. They're insane. Okay. Oh, it is insane, dude. They are crazy with it. I'm going in with Jadariel. Okay, never mind. I lied. Gotta play careful. No! Oh, no! Oh, I played that so bad.
The show of strength from the Nightwing's opponents.
What do you think you're doing, huh?
The imp did it.
Yeah, I did. Oh, if Jadariel gets there, it's game over.
Best not get overconfident, Nightwings. An opportunity.
Ooh! No! The jump and the slam against them was good. Nightwings win.
Thus ends the liberation rite, and thus
Go make a
the
ruckus,
scribes
Jadariel.
have chosen the exile appointed by the Nightwings shall be free, absolved of all misdeeds, return to glory in the Commonwealth. Her adversary and all others shall remain to carry out their rightful sentences.
What a joke. Yeah, I was thinking we were gonna make them cry after all this. Come on, mates, I've had it with this stuck-up place, so let's get out of here, alright, eh? Alright. After all this time, she turned her gaze toward the rest of you. I never thought this day would come. I have all of you to thank for this, for doing this for me. The life that I recall back in the Commonwealth was at times difficult. I'm much older now. I know not what I shall find on my return. However, I know this. If that place still is like the Commonwealth I left so long ago, then I shall strive to make it better, for as long as I retain my strength and breath. You see her smile faintly as she disappears into the shimmer pool, though you can still hear her voice, though faintly now. Farewell then, reader. All of you for now. Yay!
Captain Jodariel.
Our team MVP finally graduating.
Watching from afar.
It'll be rough.
By their grace, may the cycle of the rites keep turning for as long as possible. Until the rites begin anew.
Anew. Boop, 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 boop. You return to the wagon after having prevailed against the dissidents in the liberation rite. Safe travels to you, Jodariel. The rest of us await the day of our reunion on the other side. You succeed in liberating Jodariel, who returned to the Commonwealth in glory. We have but a few such liberation rites remaining. Exactly how many I do not wish to speculate about as yet, until such time as we can better say for certain. Under no circumstances would I suggest this is ideal. However, it is opportunity enough that our plan may as yet succeed. We're at 65%. That's pretty damn good. Although, all of these setbacks, I fear, Wolford trails off and falls silent. Some of the other exchange looks. They begin to understand. With the rites soon ending, everything which Wolfred has sought, both on his own for many years, and now with all of you, all of it may have been in vain. The hush spreads to the others. But not to you. You then proceed to do something that none of them seem to expect. You raise your voice. Each of your fellow exiles turns to you, their expressions asking you a question with no easy answer. What are we going to do? As you meet Panther's gaze, the words for the occasion begin to crystallize in your mind. You are searching to find the right words, as all your fellow exiles are looking to you now. Search for the words to say to your fellow exiles. Interact to gather your thoughts. You tell them that you have stood together time after time throughout this quest. You tell them that you're not going to mince words with anyone here. You tell them that you'll struggle to come this far in the downside. You tell them that you've all stood together time after time, sure, and are now poised to seize upon a glorious opportunity, and think only a hollow fool will turn back now. And we're now poised to seize upon a glorious opportunity. I don't like that. You tell them that you're not going to mince words with anyone here, because by now each of you knows each other well. So each one of the top ones then come with 2 follow-up parts. You tell them you have struggled to have come this far across the downside. Through many challenges which you have faced. Only to reach this low point in your journey. That doesn't seem good. I'm going to say this. You tell them that you all have struggled to have come this far across the downside. Through many challenges which you have faced. It is clear now that not all of you are going to return. Your path to freedom still is laid bare before you all. None of you pursue this quest with any guarantees. This quest you all knew was unlikely to end well. One cannot assume that it would have a happy outcome. Sure. Oof. The Commonwealth is already in upheaval. But something far more vital is at stake. Meanwhile, the stars themselves are shining on for you. But something far more vital is at stake. You see the imminent conclusion of the rites as a sign. The disappearance of the stars above can be no accident. Yeah, you see the imminent conclusion of the rites as a sign. It's a sign that the world is changing. You now have this opportunity to live with purpose. Oh. This opportunity to live with purpose. You now stand poised to ensure the world you leave behind for your loved ones. Now is the time to stand and fight the forces that oppose you. For each other. For those who live oppressed. If you cannot see the merit in this quest, if you cannot see, when you look at it that way, If you cannot see the merit in this quest, then you are unfit to stand among the Nightwings. You are unfit. You are unworthy of the star's waning light. Damn. After a brief period of reflection, you share one last sentiment with the group. The stars may die, but our cause shall live on, I think. Wait, what's that one? Whatsoever dares oppose us, welcome to try, or soon shall stand together unopposed. Shall we stand together unopposed? No. I'm going, the stars may die, but our cause shall live on. Then you join the others in silence. Thus, do you remain together with your thoughts. No one speaks for a time. But then... Ah, the struggle you describe, O Master Reader, it has been glorious indeed. Wherever you shall lead, this night shall follow without stopping once even to think. You truly believe that your Commonwealth can change its ways then, Reader darling? I suppose that I may yet come to believe it too. Thou wouldst dare to change this ancient world, Reading One, and yet thy words are tinged with certain truths. Scraw! Yeah! May along the stars remain a light for you, Reader Sir. All the while, Wolfred remains watching you intently. Then his expression softens and he smiles. You are right, of course, my boy. We are the Nightwings. It's precisely as you said. The stars may die, but our cause shall live on. Lead us then, Reader, to the end of our quest, and the dawn of our new age for all our kin. Everyone, for the Nightwings! Everyone responds in kind! They stand with you no matter what. They await the outcome of your vision of the stars, which burn with renewed fury because now the last rites beckon. +1 hope permanently. Nice. Dude, are we... Is this going to be the last round? Are we only going to be able to send one more person out? Potentially? The stars above now burn with what appears a desperate fury. Many more of them than usual. Your path is yours to choose amid a myriad of stars. Ah. Ah! How exciting. What, can we face a million people? Who do we want to beat down, huh? Wait, sorry, I got an important email. What is this? Great. The stars of the 8 scribes, they shine together now as one. Low minstrel draws breath as though surprised by what he sees. He backs away and averts his eyes. This is another sign the rites are soon to cease. Few chances yet remain to confront your adversaries you have met during your journey. So this might be like the last round. Crazy to consider. Who do we beat down then? Let's go against the Essence. Where's the Essence, huh? There you are. There you are. The stars reveal to you a path toward the Cairn of Halb, where the rites shall soon continue. Come morning, your travel shall continue. For now, everyone needs rest. Yeah, we do. On Worth. The fallen empire of Sar was ruled according to an ancient bloodline thought to be infallible. Our society shall instead be by those who earn the privilege. We, the 8, we cannot bear the burden of determining your worth. Shall be determined by your peers and by you yourself. We shall provide a framing through the rites to put you to the test against yourselves, against your kin, against your adversaries. The downside cannot let us all go free, thus freedom to the worthy. As the worthy, your true calling then begins. You return to a society which longs to learn the freedom or wisdom you have gained along your path. The worthy shall lead. After the liberation of Jodero, you find the lone minstrel back in the wagon, looking as though no such thing has just occurred this night. You think you see him tilt his head as you approach. Some words of congratulations are in order for this evening, I should think, reader. And so, congratulations on prevailing in the liberation rite. Surely Jodero shall be most grateful, and, Her safe return unto your commonwealth ought benefit the plan in which you all now play a part. As for your adversaries, the descendants, this must have been a bitter loss for them and Barker, though they must have known their chance was far from certain. Thus shall we all await the next turn of the cycle of the rites, Celeste and I are to return to our respective duties for the time, as now Scribe's Gate is sealed. I await when next we shall meet, when next you may yet live up to the glory of the night wings in the eyes of the eight scribes, which yet shine down for us. He trails off and nods to you in the cordial manner, and bids you a good rest of the evening. Nice. There's no time now to return to Moonlight Alcove as before, as the stars already urged you on. Everyone is ready to make haste to the Cairn of Hob. We ride! We don't even get to pit stop. Wolford approaches as you fly above his hidden lair at the Moonlight Alcove. You cannot help but wonder if you shall ever return here. Our dear alcove. I've asked my agents to break down the place. It soon shall be gone if it isn't already. We shall not be returning. We've not the time to do so anyway, and with Orlek back among the living now and no longer fond of me, I do not think what he would do with it. Unfortunately, hiding places are of little value once they're found. Once all of this is over, those of us who do not manage to return shall have to find another place to live. To try to live, at least. What was that up there? This little... Oh! So yeah, now without Jadariel as our big defensive stopper, it's mostly going to come down to the Bog Lady. And then if she ever gets tired out, I assume Tree Guy is going to be a massive backup defense guy. I'm not expecting much, but... may find something of value. And may learn of his recent activity. I'm curious what that even means. Scry for information. I'm scrying. Your senses guide you to a scrying pool somewhere in the dry flats of Shunt, and you look upon the waters. Soon you experience a vision of Lendel, who stood against Tamitha in essence in his most recent rite. Out of my way, Tamitha. You shall not be getting out of here before me. An utter shame of performance that we cannot even prevail against you, sorry lot. Care not what you think. I've no doubt that you shall rot here like so many others. The vision fades. Seems the accusers prevailed against the essence sometimes not long ago, gaining the favor of the scribes. You wonder where their paths have taken them since as you return to the Black Wagon to pursue your vocations. Haha. Mentor companion. Who wants some mentoring? Part of me is like, do I just try to boost up Tree or Bog Bertrude? She's already at 4 and it's a long way to 5. I mean, Wolfrid would at least get... Certainly, I'd appreciate your point of view. You ask Wolfrid to explain to you in his own words the histories of the 8 scribes and speak to how their varied backgrounds form the basis not just for the rites, but of the Commonwealth. For I demand we act as one mind in perfect unison and harmony, and free of any doubt. I've grown more accustomed to being part of the Night Wings of today. While using shield, Wolfrid shields his allies as well. That's pretty good. Permanently gains 5 hope, hastening out quickly returns from banishment, or banished. A sapling shall automatically spawn near his pyre until he returns. That's kind of good. Sometimes fear the spirit of the teachings of the scribes is already long forgotten back where we come from. Go! And go! Halt, everyone, I beg you please forgive my rudeness here. Black Wagon has shuddered to a stop en route to the cairn of Hob. There's some commotion as the lone minstrel motions for everyone to be still. Someone is there, along our path ahead. He points into the distance. However, when you scan the horizon, everything is still. See no sign of whomever the lone minstrel referred to. Still, he indicates caution. Strange. Do not believe I was mistaken. A tense moment passes, then another. Then the lone minstrel tenses up. Our guest. He is there. You look toward where he signals, and then at last you see the cause of his concern. There's no mistaking who it is. Orlek stands there, near motionless, atop some forgotten rock jutting from the stark Badlands, a fair distance away. He stands directly on the path of your black wagon. Yet he shows no signs of acknowledging the wagon's presence. He appears only to be waiting for something, likely for you all. Lone minstrel gets your attention, quietly. Reader, what do your senses tell you of this time? Orlek may have come with ill intent. I'm gonna just press forward. We have a right to get to. Orlek may wish to stand in the way, but can be made to move. Fuck him. There's no need to give in to Orlek's threats. He can declare his intentions or get out of the way. He cannot stand against you all. Very well. Let's press forward then. You give the signal for the drive imp to start the wagon and move full speed ahead. But, just as you reach the point where Orlek once stood, it seems our guest has already departed. Let's remain watchful as we proceed on course. Indeed, Orlek is nowhere to be found now. The unnerving encounter causes everyone to fall silent for the remainder of the trip. What a jerk. Your wagon finally arrives at the cairn of Hob, but still there's no sign of Orlek, or your next adversaries for that matter. Your companions organize a quick search about the premises, leaving you to watch the wagon until the rite's commencement. Something is wrong. Someone is here, alone with you. Why is he in our wagon? What? Orlek seems to be examining various objects in the wagon. Whether he's noticed you, you cannot tell. What he is doing here and how he got in unnoticed, you cannot imagine. You watch him go about whatever he's doing, examining all sorts of things that you and your fellow exiles gathered on your journey. He shakes his head. All of these trinkets. This wagon is most different now. Welcoming, and yet I am unwelcome here, it seems. In my own wagon. He directs his gaze at you, acknowledging your presence for the first time. You, a mere shadow. Tell me something. Who are you to them? Say you are no one. Say nothing. I'm gonna say that we're friends. Fuck it. You tell Orlek that you have traveled all across the downside with this group and count them as your trusted friends. There's a different group now than in his day. A friend, is it? Beware then, for the Nightwings do not treat their always treat their friends with all due charity. Relay to them a message for me, Shadow. Tell them I shall have my night. He strides right past you toward the door, but then he turns to you again, once more. I shall have my night. Then Orlek is gone. Well, 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 Mr. thinks he's so fucking cool. Several of your companions return as you exit the wagon. You explain what happened. However, none of them saw Orlek. Most concerning, reader. Though I am thankful you are well. Orlek, he always was a peaceful individual, and yet his disposition is much different now. Perhaps we had best inspect the wagon for any signs of tampering in light of these events. You and the others conduct an exhaustive search in and around the black wagon for any signs of objects missing or tampered with, as well as signs of damage or foul play. The search yields nothing. No one finds any sign that anything was moved or tampered with. Even the drive imps seem calm. The incident leaves you questioning your own recollection of what happened. You try to clear your mind, for the rite is soon now to commence. Hey, you guys, where's your friend? You know, the big one with the horns, like frowning, stuff like that? Something happened there, or what? Heard a crazy story, she just flew out of here or something. Anyways. Well, the bearer's triumvirate is banished. Adversaries are slowed and cannot use abilities. That'd be pretty good, but it's expensive as hell. Expensive as hell. Cheapskates. Hey, I don't have money, dude. I guess I could sell I think the game might want us to sell the the talismans of the people that are gone that only they could use. But part of me feels weird selling them. It's like an RPG game where I don't want to sell like any weapons, even if I'm not necessarily using them. You know, they're like the special ones. Pamitha finds you as everyone's preparing for the upcoming ride against the Essence. Despite this meaning yet another confrontation with her blood sister, she seems very calm. I know what you're thinking, reader darling. So, let me assuage any misgivings you might have. It'll be strictly business between me and Tamitha this time. Believe me, I know there's nothing I can do for her. I'm nothing to her, but I still can be of use to all of you. Got Tamitha in here as I was tired of our kind knowing ourselves against Commonwealth lances. Maybe this plan of ours might finally ensure an end to all that. She flies off to join the others just as night begins to fall and usher in the stars. Let's play the game. Let's play the game. Sorry. Is this a new one? Tattered Mantle. After your adversaries grasp the orb, their aura shall slowly shrink rather than vanish. Slowly shrink? How slowly? I don't want to risk it. I'd rather guarantee our success here. Or be closer to guaranteeing success.
The infamous Reader returns.
I'm infamous?
Along with his remaining retinue of miscreants. You managed recently to rid yourself of yet another one. Your adversaries, the Essence. As with you, they must be very desperate for their freedom.
Too bad.
They shall not make it any easier from here.
Once more does this Commonwealth filth darken an already inauspicious night. Pamitha remains steady alongside your fellow exiles and shows no response to being in the presence of her blood sister once again. Tamitha looks right at her the entire time she speaks, but never once acknowledges her directly. But there's no need more need for any talk between our kind. We are forever at cross purposes. No further proof is needed than these circumstances under which we meet. Pamitha does not acknowledge her. You sense only that she is focused on the right, set to commence at any moment now. Go on then. Alright, Bertrude, be that defensive stalwart we need. We've also got Sir Gilman. Sir Gilman.
Sir Gilman.
And Pamitha. We're going.
It is done.
Oh, I'm ready for them. Come forth, you Commonwealth scum. Sister, show them no quarter. And fight!
Now begin. To each his own.
Okay.
Your adversaries did not
It was a little chaotic. That was a little chaotic. I'm not gonna lie.
banished from this place.
Got him. Who do you think you are? I am. Who do you think you are? I am. Who do you think you are? I am.
That's it.
Ooh. Ooh, it feels so good, dude. Every time you score in this game, I swear.
Now to the flame.
Ooh. Oh, we are just, I'm just I'm running up the speed on them.
This is the path to glory. Brilliantly done.
Oh, that was dumb of me. Ah, shit. Fuck, I fucked that up. It's fine. Ooh, skirted by. Skirted. How patently absurd to be losing once more to this filth. Is this what you wanted, Pamitha? To get inside my head? Damn you that I cannot get you out. Even this burden, little sister, even the burden. Stand ready then, you dregs of the Commonwealth. My sisters and I shall vanquish you here as our sisters on the other side shall tear apart your nation. No way. Ooh, Bertrude! Bertrude! Bertrude!
Once more like that, and we are finished here.
Oh, I thought I had it there. It's fine, it's fine. We're fine. I'm covering, I'm covering. Oh, shit.
Scribes ordain.
It's fine, we're fine. Oh, no, that... Oh, I got pushed.
What transpired there? Ouch.
Yeah! Oh, it's so tense, dude.
Prevail. Their pyre
Nightwings
burns,
win!
whilst that of their adversaries is but ash. The right is complete.
We have been vanquished for the while, but our sisters on the other side shall crush the Commonwealth with or without our aid.
Bask now in the wisdom of the scribes.
We're scrappy.
I eagerly await our next such outing.
Back at the Black Wagon, you find the lone minstrel examining your fellow exiles after they secured victory over the Essence in a pitched battle. It is plain to you that none of them look well. Lone minstrel notices you there and turns to you. Reader, the faster turning the cycle of the rites has put a strain on everyone. We have multiple cases of banishment sickness this time. Uh-oh. It is fortunate that your other companions are able to conduct the coming rite, because I fear that this group here requires rest. Oh no, that's bad. You bid Bertrude a swift recovery, and she nods weakly in response. You exchange a look with Pamitha, who seems exhausted after the last rite. As for Sir Gilman, it is clear to you he wishes to be left alone right now. You leave the lone minstrel to look after them and turn your attention to the stars that remain shining in the dark outside. Oh, that's really bad. Bertrude got banishment sickness. The stars yet shine for you. Wait, don't I only have 5 people left? If 3 are sick, what a... Or am I miscounting? Am I miscounting? Goal to the South Star, where they're at. Nilith, the Bog Star, or Triesta, the Silver Star. I'm gonna go get some water. I'm killing my voice already. Give me just a second, and we'll keep playing. right. I mean, am I feeling... Who's up here? They're quite up. Yeah, they're the burgeoning team. Perhaps. The burgeoning. I see it's time we meet again with Lendl and the accusers. We can make for the nest of Trieste at first light, my boy. Let us recover through the night for now. It's too late to do much else. Like, am I wrong? Oh, did Sir Gilman not get in well? I thought it said all three of them, but maybe it was just the two. So we're gonna have to go Wolfred. He's gonna have to be the defense. It's what I said was potentially gonna be the case, was where... Oh, but what also sucks is I was thinking of sending Pamitha, but Pamitha might not end up being in our top 3. Do you see what I'm saying? She might just edge out Bertrude, though. It might be these 3. Fuck. But then you'd have to hope that I mean, he's not gonna get beat. Whatever. But we're basically running like the equivalent of small ball, right? I made a basketball analogy where we had twin towers before of like 2 bigs. But now we're going complete small ball, trying to be fast, small and fast, because we're gonna have him as our main defense back unit, and then yeah, basically I'm gonna send Sir Gilman or Tizo, just run and try to score as quick as possible here. It's gonna be crazy. You're unaccustomed seeing Bertrude smiling, yet there she is doing just that. You soon see why. You have observed before her how her manner seems to soften to the degree it can whenever Wolfred is around. If only I've seen their faces then. What was your secret, dare ask, dear Bertrude? Appears they are reminiscing about old times in the Commonwealth. Flame-resistant inks, Sandalwood. 'Twas the inks themselves which kept those volumes from being burnt to ash. Flame-resistant inks, of course. Good officers who came to visit, they were so intent on burning all the evidence, they did not stop to think the evidence was fireproof. Alas, that they later found a way to burn thy stamping press regardless. Thy written words, they moved us many times, and many others whom we knew there in the southern bogs. No matter, dear Bertrude. What's done is done. At least we made it difficult for them. Is that not so? While introducing some of our fellow citizens to new ideas. Perhaps. My words would not have reached near half as many were it not for you. Not to mention how I managed to elude them for another decade or so. I'm ever thankful for your sacrifice. Thy thanks shall not be necessary, Sandalwood. Well, you shall have to take them from me anyhow. Thank you, Bertrude, for helping to fulfill a modest author's dreams. What's good's a stamping press without good inks? No good at all. They exchanged a laugh at this, but then, even still, through this new ordeal, thou hast no love for us, is that not so? Bertrude. Nay, we understand full well. Thou needst no further explain thyself. There are different kinds of love, Bertrude. On that account, thou hast nothing to teach us, Sandalwood. They each remained silent for a time. Our hearts, they cannot be controlled, Bertrude. Blasted things they are. They act well on their own. He puts away his pipe. I'm blessed to have you in my life, back in the Commonwealth and here as well. I mean that, although I know that is not enough. At first, Bertrude does not seem to acknowledge this in any way, but then... Nay, Sandalwood, it is enough. It is enough. She departs without awaiting a response, brushing past you as she goes. Wolfred soon turns away as though politely bidding you a good evening. The 2 old friends had evidently managed their way past certain tensions in their long-standing relationship. They rather seem to draw a certain strength from one another. Well, let's go. And fly. Orbs here. Something of value. Sure. Black Basin. The Beyonder Crystal seeking Wolfred for his thing. Oh, hell yeah. You asked Sandra to administer one of her special trials for Wolfred. That fancy talking sap, you mean? Shall be interested to see if he has learned something since last we sparred like this. Let's bring him forth. Soon Wolfred appears in heat of the summons. So it is my turn then, is it? Then, let us see what we can do, my boy. My boy. The apparition Sandra appears and unfastens her mask. Listen well, sap, you answer to me here. As you will, O Sandra the Unseen. Proper as ever then. Though, I wonder if you have the wherewithal that you project. Show me then, what you can do without the benefit of those whom you would lead. And let us see if you and your lovely reader have reached a thorough understanding as of yet. This is gonna be interesting, I think. There, I covered. Yes! Yeah, throw yourselves at that. Haha! That worked perfectly. Cover the ball. What are you guys gonna do, huh? Oh, shit! That's what they're gonna do. Fuck. I tried. There we go. Cut into him. No, that's so... Ah, they're trying to do... They're doing me dirty, like... Ah, I can't... Ah! His teleport is kind of unwieldy sometimes. Fuck out of here. Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? I am. Huh? Can I run in here for, like, protection, basically? Oh! Not well, not great protection. A winner! First try. I'm grateful for the privilege of your time, good Sandra. Flattery shall never get you anywhere with me, sap, unless your performance is sufficient. You pass my test. Thus, congratulations are in order to you and to your lovely reader. Now, farewell. Fare thee well. I've not seen that Sandra in some time. She's not changed a bit. But it would seem she left something for us, did she? Lose ball. Lose bow. Luju. Wolfred's blink ability transports him farther than usual. 50%. Sure. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. 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 Who among you has the wherewithal to face this night? Being in the harsh formation of Black Shore, make this the perfect time for a quick jousting competition, Sir Gibbon says. Just needs a partner. One of your companions steps forward. Sporting of the competition, is it? Well, then I volunteer. At this, Sir Gibbon launches to a litany of instruction detailing the specific methods of Sea Dominion ceremonial combat. At last, the two competitors take their positions and then rush toward one another. They collide, then flail away, trading blow for blow. All seems rather senseless. When at last they stop and catch their breath, Sir Gibbon approaches you. This night would have you chose the victor of this bout, Master Eater. Who prevailed? You have no idea how to evaluate what you saw, but think it's best to humor them. There you go, Sir Gilman. You declare the winner is none other than Sir Gilman. He beams with pride. Seems this knight yet retains something of the ancient methods of his kind. Wolfred congratulates him on an honorable fight. Sir Gilman and Wolfred gain 2 quickness. Nice! Oh, it's gonna be helpful. Need that. Gonna be super fast.
You are nothing, Rita.
Oh!
Nothing but a mindless child.
Rude.
Your every action is a stain upon the legacy of the 8 scribes.
That's just your opinion,
The
man.
rites have been a long-held secret to keep out those such as you.
Too bad I've been winning constantly. You wake up from what little sleep you managed this past night. Once more, the voice tormented you within your dreams. You attempt to rid your memory of it. If the voice truly is that of the Archjustice Androbulus IX himself, Androbulus, as Wolfred indicated, then none of you are likely to receive too warm a welcome should you regain your freedom. Here in the dense foliage of Black Basin, you encounter a messenger imp come to deliver news and rumors from the other side. The news this time pertains to Jodariel, whom you liberated at the False Solium. You learn Jodariel's past transgressions have all been forgiven. She soon was to be reinstated on the Blood Border, on the presumption that she wanted her old status back. In fact, she was offered an especially prestigious leadership position in the First Vale, for demons such as she could not be seen in the streets. But she refused the gesture, rather bluntly, the report suggests. Instead, she sought Wolfred's agents, as well as several of her former fostered sons and daughters, so the ranks of the revolution grow stronger. Last part of the messenger imp's news must have been damaged in transit, though it appears to be in Jodariel's own words. All you can tell is that it says, await. You thank the messenger imp for relaying this information. Your companions are excited to discuss the news. Having someone of Jodariel's will and stature with us on the other side shall prove the way toward a brighter future. Kree-hee-hoo! She is an inspiration to us all, or to this night she is at least. Just wonder what the rest of her message said. We can envision it. A demon such as she's set loose within the Commonwealth. The news of Jodariel's liberation fills you and your fellow exiles with newfound resolve. Plus one hope. Plus one hope. Oh, hey guys, so what brings you here? Let me guess. Fine steals and all the downside, that's what, am I right? Yeah. Yeah. Sucks. I don't have enough for... Now, what I don't mind selling are these talisman, like generic talismans that aren't does that make sense? Yeah. But I was doing business with you guys, so time to commence. Beat them down. Once more, you've returned to the nest of Trista, and your companions stand ready beneath a still night sky, awaiting the commencement of the rites. You overhear some of their words to one another as you await the signal of the stars. Krahi. Chizo remembers having faced the accusers many times before. Indeed. Prepare yourselves, everyone. Just then you observe a glint of starlight that begins to shine above, and your companions soon fall silent. So our team is made up for us. We cannot change our team. It is what it is. But that's fine. We'll win. Regardless.
Rita, still very cross with you, you know. To think I saw in you a worthy heir. Not just to the legacy of the Nightwings, but to the future of the Commonwealth. That traitor Volfred. Only a fool would be seduced by his audacious promises and his dangerous ideas. That, dear reader, would make you a fool.
I'm sorry, all I know how to do is win. Alright?
Explain it thus, so even you could understand. Now for this blasted right. Some of us still have our duties to uphold.
You. We are ready for you, Nightwings. Come, accusers, let us crush them and be done here quickly. Two bigs. It's two bigs.
The Nightwing's name. Volfred.
We're going small ball here.
Tizo. Sir Gilman. Very well.
For the glory of the Nightwings! Come then, Nightwings. We're prepared for you. Alright, we gotta use speed against them. This is gonna be tough, because they got two bigs flanking. We're gonna have to try to get them out of position. You see what I'm saying? Like, we're gonna have to kind of fuck around with them a bit here. Oh!
First banishment.
Yeah! Ooh! Like, having infinite stamina is so good for Tizo.
A banishment.
Squeaked in! So far, so good. The strat's working. Oh, Tizo! That's not what I meant to do. Sprout! No way, you're not gonna outrun me. You piece of shit. Yes! The opening! Tizo, go!
Pyre on each side burns just as true.
Oh, they're slow. They're big and lethargic. They're big and lethargic! It's brutal. It's a beatdown. He has infinite running. Oh. That's fine. No worries. Sprout. Die. Go, Tizo. Just run. Yes! Yes, it's working! It's working! Against all odds. We're running laps around them. They have no... Oh, I'm just too small there. It's fine. Nope, that was my bad. Ooh, I almost fucked it up. Waiting for a hand off the ball. Run, run, run. Yes, you got speed. Yeah, you did. Tizo, you know what to do. Oh, he went into the fire. Oh, come on, really? Cut them off there. Oh. Their first score. No matter. Oh, just give him a little that shake and bake. No, not again. Cannot lose to you again. This cannot be happening to me. Tizo. Ah! It's fine.
Too bad for that one.
Ooh, the big man scores! The big man scores!
The right is nearly ended. Yes.
No, shit. Infinite stamina. Shit! I went too fast. I went too fast. That's all me. Ah, I didn't know what to do there. Fuck. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. No worries. No panic. No worries. Chizo. It's time for the... Oh no, why did I do that? Again. Good job, Chizo. Get in there. Yes. Yes! It's over!
The Nightwings managed to prevail. Perhaps they do deserve their freedom after all.
Yeah, we do. You've never seen a team this good.
The ceremony is complete.
Blast! That a decorated constable of the Commonwealth should end up having to consort with fools as these. In these accursed robes and miserable circumstances. Those damn scribes certainly exist, for it is clear they have no love for me, or anyone of decent birth and station. His bitter attitude towards the Nightwings and the Rights is such that it affects his every move. Shame, really. Gra-ha-ha! Tizo hopes that Lindell trips upon his raiments in this dark.
There is much to learn from this experience.
Good job, team. So proud of the squad. Almost half the team's sick and we still win.
Now take your sordid business someplace else.
There appears a little time for rest as Blackwagon after your fellow exiles defeated the accuser with aplomb. Those afflicted with banishment sickness seem to be doing better, at least, and express gratitude to Wolfred, Tizo, and Sir Gilman for their efforts. Just then, the lone minstrel appears before you. No words escape his lips, as you could guess full well what he has come to indicate to you, and follow him back out into the darkness. The stars above seem to be few and fading, yet one still shines defiant. Oh, already? Oh, it's going quick. Oh, it's going quick. Oh, man, we're gonna have to see. Who is it? Who do we get to pick now? Like I said, I wanted to pick Pamitha, but I might not. She might not be. You notice the lone minstrel standing there with you regarding the night sky. Gate Guardian and I. We've paid witness to liberation rites upon the fall of Solium for a long time. We shall see in so much. And so, I've been taken aback is all to see something which I've never seen. We look upon the stars together for a while, and then wish your good fortune, and the wisdom of the scribes on your ascent. The lone minstrel leaves you there alone under the night. It has grown very late, and you need rest. Blackwagon shall have to take flight again come morning. Something appears different now about the sacred mount west of here. The lands near Emperor's Ascent and Emperor's Fall appears ashen. On the other hand, the once precarious regions below, which you know as Temple High Road and Temple Cistern, seem swept clean by the elements. Lone Minstrel observes all this alongside you. Inclement weather we have lately seen, reader sir. We ought be able to make a landing closer to Scribe's Gate now. And I suppose this means we soon shall see Celeste once more. Then I shall go tell everyone to prepare for landing. Sir Gilman. Bertrude shall gain favor from the scribes. Sure. Bertrude! Big Bertrude! You arrive once more among the great heights of Mount Aladale. It appears that Dalbert and the Fate have already arrived along the other route. With some time to spare after having landed, you join Bertrude on a brief expedition to the monument of Yomer Menymane. Ancient gods, I warn you now, dare ye not toy with Sandalwood, he puts much stock into that teachings. Dare ye not undermine his plan. What's our plan percentage at? 70. Dope. For it is there not simply for our benefit, but to honor ye, assuming ye deserve it. You return to the wagon once she has finished paying her respects. You have occasion once more to pursue your vocations. +2 presents. Presents. What's this? What's going on? Burchard, what's going on? You approach Burchard just as she has finished polishing the various bottles, flasks, and vials that your fellow exiled have collected during their travels through the downside. The evidence of thy travails, how brazenly you put them on display. You tempt these lands to swallow ye. She lets out a long breath. Nonetheless, these trinkets stir our memories, not merely of these lands, but of the country whence we came. Know, reading one, that we are here because of Sandalwood. We met him long ago within the southern bogs. He offered many courtesies, and in exchange we found agreeable. We sought then certain regents necessary to our studies of the heavens and the earth, and he knew where to procure them. In exchange, we were to boil for him our finest inks. A certain recipe notorious yet secret. Stain could never be removed. Oh, but the Commonwealth misliked it. 'Twas then we first began collecting samples of the regions of the downside, and Sandalwood was ever true to his word. Long have we studied this accursed place, Black Basin, the chaos of the deathless tempest, the richness of the bogs of flagging hands, land so far away, and yet they call to us. If molten milk was able to traverse the downside in its entirety an age ago, then surely 'twas not beyond reckoning that we could do the same. Furthermore, but she hesitates. Matters not, reading one. Thou hast indulged our tales long enough for now. She slithers away without further explanation. She seems reluctant to discuss the circumstances of her past with Wolfred, yet you sense that she is here by choice. Bertrude. Oh, I can check. Let's see. So these are definitely our two highest. Yeah, I think Pamitha beats out Burchard just barely here. But it's like close for our final. Is there still a thing I can pick in this? Solely Jew? Let's see. Fundamental purpose. Each point raises how much of damage your exiles deal to the adversary's pyre. Oh. What have you come to understand the book? Can you recite its pages yet by heart? Have you internalized its teachings? In its lack of limit, you experience yours. Righteousness. Righteousness. To Scribe's Gate. Again, you stand before Scribe's Gate, where the gate guardian regards you all above an archway carved from stone. Exiles of the Nightwings, you must know by now that once stars no longer shine, the right shall cease. For now, step forward. Except for you, Tree. You stay right here. There. Greetings, Celeste. The Nightwings are prepared. And as for me, you shall not blaspheme me under the gate again. Do you understand? Do we understand each other, Tree? Aye, Celeste. Apologize for my behavior before. I shall adhere more strictly to my duties. Be sure of it. Now each of you come forth. Please state your names and what it is that you seek whilst crossing Scribe's Gate. One by one your companions cross the gate. Until it is your time to do so, and you follow them in turn. Gate Guardian regards you all, then waves you through toward the summit. The 8 scribes bid the Nightwings welcome. Go forth with glory. Am I free to accompany them, Celeste, or shall I remain here? She looks at him a while. You are free to accompany them, Tariq. As you will, Celeste. Till we meet again upon the summit, then. For Pamitha, right? For Pamitha! Oh, it's you guys. Well, come on in, I guess. You got here around time, because just they get me back a little early, you know? Business has been real good and everything. It's been a little slow in spots, a little slow. It's also, I was thinking maybe I should do a sale. What would you say to that? Falcon wishes to know your thoughts about a potential sale. go for it. You suggest a falcon on that sail might be a good idea to liven things up a bit. Well, I guess maybe that's a way to look at things, and so then I'm gonna think about stewing on it a while, but no promises, okay? So, you buying something here, or what? Shooting star? Yeah, I want that. So, we're seeing you guys. Page revealed. Downside climate. Downside climate. I know of no polite way to describe the climate here. It oppresses every living thing except perhaps the native flora in a few specific areas. Once more, the recommended course is to keep moving. Moving keeps you warm when it is cold, or when it is very hot. You use what strength you can move to somewhere you can think and breathe. The weather in the downside seems intrinsic to the different regions, which my good friend Molten Milk shall describe. Shelter can be difficult to find. You cannot stay in it for very long. Perhaps, however, shelter can accompany you rather than constrain you. Oh. Bebop. Alright. Once more, the time has come for the liberation rite, where one among you can go free if you prevail. Freedom is likewise at stake for your adversaries, the fate. As your companions gather under the fall, awaiting the commencement of this vital rite, the lone minstrel finds you and regards you in his calm fashion. Night is falling. These moments prior to each commencement, I must admit, they give me pause, knowing so much is at stake during the trial that is to come. Tell me something, would you, reader, to ease the waiting for us both? I've traveled far and wide, even beyond these lands. However, the Commonwealth, I know only through word and song. Sometimes think on what life would be like out there. If you're not ensnared within this place, and free to roam your country, what would you have done with all your days and years rather than striving here under the stars? Tended the land, sailed across seas, retired to the outskirts, or fought for freedom. Okay, I'm gonna say sailed across the seas. The Sea of Solace does not compare with the vastness of the oceans on the other side. You oft wondered at what mysteries they hold and thought perhaps you could have found them out. I understand the yearning to explore, particularly if exploring could be done on one's own terms. The life of the sailor, then. Would that you could find your freedom on the sea some days. Just then the little minstrel looks forth, and you see that is time. The stars above, though faint, begins to burn. It's time to play the game. I really like that design for some reason.
The stars that yet remain aflame align once more over the sacred fall of Solium. 'Twas here that the 8 scribes ordained the glorious tradition in which you now participate. The glorious tradition which you and that instigator Wolfred seek to undermine. It is my sincerest hope your adversaries in this liberation rite achieve instead what they desire. May the fate soon quench those flames of yours. Let us get on with the proceedings, then.
The pyres burn, and each of the triumphants is present and prepared. I concur. The pyres burn, and each of the triumphants is present and prepared. Then, anointed one of the fate, come forth now and declare yourself and pay any respect you have unto your adversaries, the Night Wings. The bent old cur, Dalbert, steps forward and struggles for a moment with his mask. Greetings, good heralds. I am called Dalbert Oldheart. It is the greatest honor of my years to stand upon this sacred site, along which the 8 scribes first anointed these glorious proceedings. Man, if there was ever a team that I would want to lose to, it's this team. They seem chill. It's an old guy and his son. Nightwings, we are honored to be in your presence once more. They're respectable. Father, they are our adversaries, not our hosts. We need not be so gentle with them. They shall do their utmost to keep you from your freedom. Dalbert, your son speaks out of turn. Control him. My sincerest apologies for unnecessary outburst. Almer, please, we have worked toward this opportunity and we must make the most of it. He puts his mask back on. My son and I stand ready to begin. Wow, they are a small team. Nightwings, on whose behalf shall you conduct this liberation rite? Choose quickly. May you heed your heart in making your choice, reader. Trust you are prepared to play your hymns with me, Tariq. Always Celeste.
Whom do you endeavor to return?
Yes, Pamatha! So I'm to get my shot at all this then. How very thoughtful of you, reader, darling.
Who shall stand with her?
Okay, it makes sense that I would want to pick Bertrude because she's our defense, but I'm actually thinking, especially because they're a smaller team, I think I can get away with bullying with Pamatha and then also running one fast guy out of these two and then Volfred coming in. And then that allows then Bertrude to make sure she's ready for our next match. You know what I mean? I think that's where I'm kind of heading here. Now, between these two...
Sir Gilman.
Such an honor it is for this knight to strive on behalf of the good Pamatha.
Volfred.
Prepare yourself, Pamatha, for on this night the Nightwing shall prevail in your name and set you free. We give thanks to have this opportunity to face your Nightwings. Now, let us strive to our fullest capability with honor and with grace. Save your strength for the right, Father, and for the voyage home, let this be our final battle against them. Like I said, if I was to lose to someone, I would want to lose to them.
Commence.
But it's not happening. It's not happening. Easy. That was just a... Ooh. Ooh. Speed there. Oh, they left him open. Oh, a path was opened. A big mistake on their part. Oh, this is like taking candy from a baby. I mean, Jesus. Hear us now, O noble Yomir, for we beseech you. Surely we cannot prevail without your aid. If ever you have heard my prayers, I beg of you, please smile upon us now. Whether from his prayer to the scribes or simply from Dalbert's resolve, something comes over your fellow exiles here. If they are banished now, they shall not soon return. Oh, that's scary. That sounds... Ooh. This is just a beatdown, honestly. He's blocked off. What's he gonna try to do, huh? Shit, that was good. No, no, no. Alright. I got a little carried away there. Oh. Dunking it in. Dunkachino. Oh, the speed. Oh. No, I was running back in there. I always forget that he teleports. Jumping! Oh! I tried. And winner!
The Nightwings proved their worth.
Rather convincingly, I must admit.
Now you better admit it.
Thus ends the liberation rite. And thus, the scribes have chosen. The exile appointed by the Nightwings shall be free, absolved of all misdeeds, return to glory in the Commonwealth. Her adversary and all others shall remain to carry out their rightful sentences.
Alas, my son, once more it seems that I failed you. Father, wait, what good is freedom to us anyway if we would be apart? Aw, it hurts me that they don't get it. Like I said, if I was to lose, I'd want to lose to them. So what am I, supposed to give a speech or something then? Reader, darling, all of you, look, no idea why you picked me. Well, I do have one, but I don't think it's right. If you'd wanted to get rid of me by now, you needn't have gone to such lengths. So, I'm left only to conclude that you did this for me. The years I spent down here, in one sense, they have all been such a waste, just utterly for nothing. Spectacularly so. I thought that my relationship with Tamitha had nowhere left to go but up, but, well, you know, not quite the case. But then, I think on what would have become of me, had I made no attempt to set things right. Had I not done everything I have, I could not have lived with that, I think. I was so certain that my life would end down here. I'm only now beginning to consider that the opposite may have come true instead. What I'm trying to say is, thanks to all of you. I mean that. Now, I guess I better head on back to that damned Commonwealth, so bottoms up. She plunges in the waters of the Shimmer Pool and then disappears from view, though her voice still rings out. We'll have to see what we can do up there, provided that my sisters haven't had their way with it just yet. Anyway, let's find a way to keep in touch, but just in case. Goodbye.
Godspeed, Tamitha Thane.
Thane. Tamitha
Perhaps
Thane.
the scribes are watching even now. Watching as their glorious tradition draws to a close.
Level up. This knight is the epitome of indomitable spirit. He has achieved the culmination of his training. A wonderful feeling, having nothing left to learn, Master Reader. Nothing whatsoever. This knight highly recommends it. For 10 seconds after banishing an adversary, deals an additional 10, or after he banished an adversary, one of his banished allies shall instantly return. Go that route. Long did I bide my time in anticipation that one day the Nightwings would reform under a common cause. To be a part of it myself nourishes the spirit. Let's see. If Wolfer is banished, Sapling would automatically spawn near the Pyre. Let's go with that.
Now take your execrable
We only have 4 people now.
someplace else.
Our numbers are dwindling. It's got to be over soon, right? It can't be that much longer. There's not much. We almost can't field a full team of 3. You prevailed in the liberation against the Fate. Already does the Black Wagon feel quieter than usual without Tamitha, who returned to the Commonwealth. You overhear some of your companions reflecting on this. With whom shall this knight regularly spar, if not with Tamitha? May her absence spur us on to greater glory. You wonder who, if anyone among you, shall be the next to go. Our plan approaches a key turning point. Let's ensure it soon comes to fruition. Not only for ourselves here, but for our companions and our loved ones in the Commonwealth. 77% is pretty dope. Good. Take that. But we have little time now for reflection into this. Look yonder, reader. The stars demand we go already. Let us help them usher in the end of all this. You turn your attention to the glimmer of the stars. Their current rate of disappearance suggests another liberation rite shall be coming very soon. Very soon. It's going to be another, like, 1-in-1. Like, do one and then a liberation rite again, right after. Okay, it's them. It's them. Or Gull. Which of those do I hate the most? I'm going here. Now the stars bid you return to the spring of Ymir, where you shall stand against the Tempers once again. Your adversary, Ignarius, likely knows the cycle of the rites is drawing to a close. His last remaining chance to earn the favor of the scribes and then regain his freedom likely hinges on the outcome of the next rite. Damn. The cycle of the rites is soon to end. Oh, and we might only be getting one more, which would make sense if we're running out of people to field, right? The exiles is the downside striving to be free. Your adversaries, your companions, even for you yourself are running out of time. We have a page to read. On history. This book cannot accompany you if you should earn your freedom. It is to remain here for your successors, for it is bound together inextricably with us. There's no sorcery, however, to prohibit you from spreading forth its teachings. We charge you to go forth and share what we have learned along your path. Reveal not the rites themselves nor the existence of this book. Transcend its bounded limitations, for it cannot be transcribed. Any such attempt shall fail. Beware of those who would dare to read it on the other side. Under their guise of seeking wisdom may yet lurk a much darker desire to undo that which we strive to do. Following Pamitha's liberation, the lone minstrel has returned to the wagon and stands as though nothing has happened here this night. He tilts his head a bit as you approach. Once more, the Nightwings have prevailed in the liberation rite under your mindfulness, reader. Commendable achievement. Surely Pamitha shall live out her days in gratitude to you and your companions. Perhaps you may now seek Ruki there, in your commonwealth. I should think Ruki would have liked to witness what took place this night. I trust that all together, they shall make a formidable difference to the plan which all you endeavor to achieve. Now, for the time, Celeste and I are to return to our respective stations. We await the next turn of the cycle of the rites. May prevail once more when we next traverse Scribe's Gate. Till then, reader, rest well under the stars. He nods, leaves you to recover after a long night. Yeah. I don't think we're gonna do the next competition, but I can at least get there and stuff, you know? I think we're gonna probably call it a night here soon. At dawn, your companions are prepared to depart. Everyone's silent. Your travels are to take you back to the spring of Ymir, but soon after the star shall draw you here again. Hiya! Brah! Bree-ha-ha! Fly. Bertrude slithers up to you as the black wagon passes through the skies above her former abode. Our kind who lurk below. They would scarce believe we soar above them now. We told them when Sandalwood came to fetch us. But we shall not return for some time. Our most accomplished laborers, with whom we shared so many moons in exile. We trust that shall carry forth the reputation of our services, for we taught them all we know. She seems almost nostalgic as she lists off the various services provided at Big Bertrude's. Curses, bombs, potions, powders, cleaning reagents, sleep medicines, fungicides, seances. Big Bertrude's earned quite a name for itself throughout the downside, for these and other things. When we are finished here, provided we do not return from whence we came, we shall return to our establishment and carry on our business there, for there's such demand. The spring of Ymir has always flown forth from the crushed carapace of Bialanthius, the legend of whose demise is a rather sordid tale. Perhaps you've already read it in the book. Not all believe the book exists, of course, nor the greater titans, nor the rites. I've encountered exiles believing that this titan perished quite by accident, rather than by a cunning trap laid for it by Jomir Manymane. They take the titan for a common beast. Perhaps stars shine down upon out-of-the-way locals such as this one to ensure they alone shall witness the proceedings. Sir Gilman, interested. Notice a powerful talisman is rumored to be buried. I don't want a power. I don't know. Just taking this. Together with Sir Gilman, you venture forth into the rocky pathways of Gluehive to ensure the path is clear and check for anything of value. Slithering upon this land can be most difficult, yet this knight relishes the challenge. You sense Sir Gilman's spirits lighten to some extent. The survey is brief and uneventful, leaving you with time enough to pursue your vocations on your return. Dope, he gets +1 right. Might as well take the last one of this. Glory. Seem to push back against you. Your sense of its hidden meaning crumbles under layers of contradiction, of missing details, and yet feel a thorough knowledge of it now. It is more artifact than book. Its power almost solely rests with the reader, and makes time to form a certain meaning from the many passages unwritten. Yet the glimpse of knowledge you approached just then called back to at you to stop, and go no further, not to press too forcibly against the outer limits of your understanding. Nevertheless, for what you recognize shall have to be the final time. Inspiration comes to you in a flash, whether from the book or from within. Even now, you cannot tell. Righteousness. Righteousness. You look up to see the lone minstrel there. You had not noticed him. He looks up at you with his strange eyes, a color not unlike the bindings of the book. He smiles at you faintly. A moment passes and he turns to go about his business. He leaves you there. You realize you are clutching the Book of Rites to your chest. You manage to pull away. And let's call it there. Like I said, whether it be, it did save there though, right? Yeah, it autosaves. Why am I being paranoid? Like I said, I want to finish Pyre sometime this week. So whether that be Friday night or sometime during the weekend on Saturday or Sunday, Pyre, I'm definitely wanting to see the end to. So that's going to be mostly the plan. So don't be shocked if we see Pyre on Friday, show up on Friday. And then we'll obviously take inventory of where it's at come Friday, because then we'll be able to determine if we're going to need to do something like Sunday with it or whatever the case is. But it feels story-wise that we're coming to an end. Like the game keeps telling us like, oh, you only have like one last liberation right left or whatever, so there can't be that much left, right? Like I said, unless it's very possible it does some kind of funkiness, but like you have to field a team with 3 people, and we have what, 5 now? So 4 now, because we lost Pamitha. We have Tizo, we have Sir Gilman, we have Treeman, and we have Bertrude. So we lose 1 more, then we're down to 3. So I would think that at most we're gonna leave. The game has made it clear that we're probably not getting everyone across the line, right? As far as being liberated. And so then if we want to say nothing funky happens and you have to field a team always with 3, then that means at most we're going to see 2 people at most left to leave, to send up. So if that's the case, then yeah, especially with how fast these last ones have kind of, they purposely, it seems like, they kind of like, all right, the whole song and dance. We don't need to make you do a bunch of rounds of all this extra stuff. Do a couple games or 1 game and then send them to the liberation rite kind of thing. So I wouldn't be surprised if we have just a few more of the games in general to play, and then the game's over. See what the finale leads to us. So like I said, don't be surprised to see this show back up on Friday. And then Maybe not Saturday, but especially if we're pretty close to finishing. If we don't finish Friday, then we'd probably finish it on Sunday is the thing. So that's what we'll do there. No stream tomorrow. It's Thursday, so we'll be back Friday, most likely with Pyre. It's going to be cold where I'm at, cold and snowy and icy. So on the extreme off chance that you live in a place that is not going to be iced completely, if you're in a place like that, like I will be, where it's potentially dangerous road conditions, or if you happen to be at a place that's fucking burning to the ground, apparently, like over in California, no matter what the case is, stay safe. Keep yourself safe. And I'll be back Friday night. So take it easy. And I'll see you in another stream.